Soaring high above the Willamette River towards our location tonight in downtown Portland. Hello, basketball fan. Payday.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar with C.J. McCollum's college days playing ball.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Anthony in at the center position. Now, here's Doncic. And the layup is good. Doncic has got the opening basket of the game for the man. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Hardaway. Porzingis trying to get free. Hardaway with a terrific move and a basket.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Lillard against Doncic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. That shot no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and, Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now, here's Covington, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Here's Finney-Smith, and Covington sends it back. Anthony's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
That one good for 2.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Doncic against Lillard. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And he gets one to fall, and now 1 out of his first 4.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And it's blocked. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. Yep, it counts.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Simons. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. Then for the Mavericks, Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Maxi Kleba. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Powell finds Richardson. Doncic with it. Guarded by Powell. Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Doncic. Collins with some nice D.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Powell dishes to Nurkic. And they're on the break. Pushing it up. Here's Doncic. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. Here's Simons. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. McCollum against Richardson. Here's Simons. Clock at 4. Nurkic the pass to Simons. No good on the 3. Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run. The 3 for Doncic. But they get it back. Pass to Brunson. Doncic left side. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Doncic has got 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Yeah. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Josh Richardson. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Mavericks leading by 10. Pass to Cauley Stein. And here is Powell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Cauley Stein in the post. Covered by Anthony. Free throw line jump shot. Again, the Mavericks score.
The consistency of Richardson's shooting is just impressive. Defense can't allow him mid-range looks.
Lillard scanning the floor. Banked in off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Cauley Stein with it. Hardaway with a wide open look. Back to Cauley Stein. Beyond the arc. Richardson dishes to Powell. Outside Hardaway. The 3. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Powell the pass to Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the pass to Hardaway. From the arc. Finney Smith can't get it to go. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
The feed to Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 7 points in the game.
The star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Powell. Back to Richardson. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Cantor comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for McCullough. Then for the Mavericks, Porzingis is coming in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Maxi Kleber in for Powell. Kleber kicks to Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Simons. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Simons has got his first 2 points. Mavericks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Richardson outside. Passes it to Kleber. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Gets a very good look and converts. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Lillard way outside. That 3 off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
They get it again.
That's number 2 on him already. The third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pie.
First trip to the line for him here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
The first free throw is good. Norkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Collins comes in for Anthony. Then for the Mavericks, Melly is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jalen Brunson comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Back to Lillard. Corner shot. And the basket is good. Lillard's got 9.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Lillard against Doncic. Here's Kleber. The layup off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a different.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Their mission to dominate early. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCullough. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And really deep through that time. Lillard's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Trailblazers. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the 3rd. To the paint, Covington with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Gives to Hardaway. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Doncic missing. Trailblazers trail by 4. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. He looked good as a very important option for the team.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think it was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. He clearly has something left to offer.
Powell finds Lillard. From past the arc. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lillard from outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 7. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland again missing.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Back to Brunson. The pass to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here's Nurkic, guarded by Marjanovic. Hardaway with the steal. One-on-one here. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Dallas also making some changes. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. McCollum against Richardson. It's Powell on the wing. They need this one. Second shot opportunity. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson. And it's Burke with the ball for the Mavericks. Passes it to Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. He feeds it to Redick. Basket counts. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
McCollum outside. For three. Portland no good that time either. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And the wide open shot. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball.
And so it's Dallas, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Hardaway. And it's Melly in at the 5 down low. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Enes Kanter. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, man. Now he's going to be walking a tight line. I mean, one more foul, and his night is a wrap.
Here's Porzingis. Offensive rebound. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now Kleba lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute to it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now, here's Doncic. Right side Hardaway. Here's Kleba. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Pass to Kleba. Shoots over Covington. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Powell, the pass to Carmelo. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's got his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Outside Anthony. It's McCollum on the wing. Foul for three. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And it's good off the back rim and in. 20 points for Luka Doncic.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Cantor. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
That's good from Cantor.
At the line for two.
And Cantor drops them both. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic outside. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, Cantor puts all of his strength behind his drives. No surprise the defense gets sloppy.
Shooting for Portland.
That's good from Cantor.
Taking two shots.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Runs in the pass to Reddick. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. All but from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. And we've got time for a quick pregame report.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the center filling out the middle. Count the basket. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
That's it. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them. And with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Now, here is George. After Luka Doncic's miss, 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And yes, it's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
Now, here's Doncic. And it's Marjanovic on top of the key. From outside the arc. And it's Doncic missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Marjanovic, and it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Now, here's Doncic. Hardaway trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
George against Hardaway. Porzingis with the steal. Finney-Smith passes to Hardaway. Now the feed to Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Morris outside. Jackson from long range. No good that time. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Porzingis inside, guarded by Jackson. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, he's known for his finesse game, guys, but Porzingis showing you there. He's got some power to his game, too.
There's the pass to Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. Puts one up from 19. Doesn't go that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Now, here's Doncic. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And Doncic gets it to go.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now, here's Batum. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brunson against Kennard. Brunson kicks to Kleber. Pass to Powell. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. We'll take... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Doncic outside. To the middle. Dallas moving it around. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Melly is checked in for foul. Here's Richardson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's Melly missing. Richardson against Kennard. And here's Leonard from 3. A putback. Kleber with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. And the dunk by Doncic.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Rondo against Brunson. Here's Kennard inside. Now here's Zubac. He's guarded closely. And Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 8 points.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Kleber kicks to Doncic. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Rondo against Brunson. Rondo scanning the floor. Richardson against Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing. Mavericks leading by 3. Pass break, Dallas. Doncic finds Kleber. Richardson outside. Kleber against Leonard. Bounce pass, Kleber. Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Back to George. Kennard on the wing. Pass to Batum over Cauley Stein. A shot by Batum, no good. Feeds to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding him. You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. And it's blocked.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum, really an asset in blocking shots.
Jackson finds Morris. And that one drops.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
30 seconds left now here in the second. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Jackson looking around. Pass to Kennard. Morris with the ball. Guarded by Hardaway. Morris kicks to Kennard. Kept alive.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, and the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel. And that's going to do it for us here.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
On the floor for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Out to Doncic. Porzingis passes to Kleba. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. From deep. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And there's the pass to Patterson. Pass to Kennard. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Kennard with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And here's Brunson. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Cleveland, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Morris trying to free himself up. Yep, that one goes. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Passes it to Brunson. From deep, Richardson. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. George against Richardson. Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. There's the pass to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
It's stolen by Morris. Right side, George. Shoots over Brunson. Tries again. And there's the nice layup by Leonard. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Doncic against Leonard. Pass to Powell. Kicks it to Richardson. And a miss there on the triple. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And they go to the intentional foul.
There's really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Nicolo Melli. Now, Doncic. He's got 16. And oh, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
All free throws good from Doncic. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Batum. Here's George. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. George has got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Right side, Porzingis. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And he makes that one.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Dallas calls timeout. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Jackson passes to Batum. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Doncic. Batum scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Man can't hit. Mavericks leading by 7. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Finney Smith, and he dunks it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Jackson dishes to Morris. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Jackson against Doncic. A shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Man passes to Batum, and he banks in the layup.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Here's Doncic. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. But they recover it. Nice hit again. 2 points. That one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Well, you know, guys, the combination of strength and height for Porzingis allowing him to take on physical defense much better.
Passes it to Man. Leonard, that's for 2. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Doncic against Jackson. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the triple. Out to Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. They shoot again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, guys, KP sometimes is just overwhelming. I mean, when he gets good positioning, he sometimes just forces the defense to foul.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Jackson passes to Batum. Back to Jackson. Takes a 3. Porzingis with the rebound. Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Here's Finney-Smith. And the 3 off target. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg. Coming right up, the Clippers taking on the Trailblazers. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Batum in at the center. There's Jackson with the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date. Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Batum attacking. George finds Morris from 10 feet out. And no good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Anthony. Lillard from outside. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. The Clippers grab the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Up the floor. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Morris dishes to Leonard. Shoots over Lillard, and it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers trail by 5. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Basket good. Lillard's got his second bucket of the night.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
A shot by Batum, no good. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
50 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's George. Outside Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McCollum outside. Down low. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. The feed now to Covington. Now the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Left side, George. 18 feet out. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Trailblazers up by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. McCollum outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Launches it. Another shot. And Nurkic gets it to go.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Rondo scanning the floor. Pass to Zubac. Back to Rondo. Launches a 3. Headshot off. And it's Portland the other way. After a promising rookie campaign, a lost year for Zach Collins, he played only 3 games before the injury took away the rest of his season.
Yeah, I mean, a strange year and a lost year for Collins. You could say that about the whole NBA for that regard. But Collins is underrated as a prospect outside of Portland. This team loves the energy and skill he brings, though, to the table. And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Yeah, how about the speed of Rondo there? Just terrific at getting in the lane and finishing at the rim.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Simons, the pass to McCollum. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Collins. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard against Kennard. Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Nurkic against Rondo. Pass to Man. Lets it go with a 3. Zubac kicks to Rondo. A 3-pointer, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Covington's checked in. Jackson looking around. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Morris. Now, here's Kennard. Defense is right there. Count that bucket. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Lillard dishes to Cantor, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Jackson against Lillard. Left side Jackson. George finds Kennard. Off target from three-point range. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Lillard throws it down.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
George against Anthony. George passes to Jackson. Kennard on the wing. No good on that one.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good... Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 15 points and one of them. That's all for now.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Batum. Jackson is out there with Paul George. And it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the three, the small forward.
Yeah, he's just so tough to contain. With Anthony, sometimes all you can do is send him to the free throw line.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Back to George. Feeds it to Leonard. Taken away by Anthony. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Clippers trail by 3. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Outside, Batum. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Jackson. No good from outside. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Powell. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on, and Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
McCollum against George. On the wing, George. The tray. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
Passes to Batum. Shoots over Lillard. Offensive rebound. Nobody near George. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Leonard. From down in the low post, it goes. Leonard's got 6 points. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
And he makes good on the layup. 8 points for him.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
McCollum, left side. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Jackson against Lillard. Jackson passes to Batum, and Leonard has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 7. Powell kicks to Anthony. Covington stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. To the inside, Morris takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame in that game. Look out, gentlemen.
McCollum outside. It's Covington on the wing. To the left side wing. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Clippers now. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Morris outside to the paint. Here's Zubac. Nurkic with the block. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in. The pass to Powell. Morris against Collins. Moves back up. Pass to Simons. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Out to Morris. Outside Rondo. Lets it go from deep. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Morris passes to Mann. Just 2 to shoot. A nice ball movement by the Clippers. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Pass to Simons. Kicks it out to Collins. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first points of the night.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Passes it to Kennard. From deep. But they'll get another chance.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And finished off by Collins.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
You're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Mann. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And the pass to Powell. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Morris. Looking for Kennard. He gets it in there. To the right side. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers leading by 11. Powell, no one around him. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Cantor. Collins with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Simons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simons has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Rondo. To the inside. 4 on the clock. Batum dishes to Rondo. Hands the shot with nobody near him. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. Powell finds Collins. From the line. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Kennard against Powell. Inside, Morris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
This is where the frame of Morris allows him to absorb that contact and push right through it.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for Zach Collins. McCollum's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard the pass to Carmelo. Back to Lillard. Over Jackson. And it comes off the front of the rim. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside Batum. To the middle. George double teamed. Puts up a 3. Here's Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here's Anthony for 3. Portland no good that time either.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And here's Portland. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge and the state flag of Texas looking majestic tonight. And the pregame.
Kevin, thank you. There is no...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Powell in at the 3 side. And for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Porzingis inside, defended by Covington. Lock at 6. Hardaway finds Doncic. From deep three-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Covington against Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Out to Anthony. Powell, the pass to Carmelo. Back to Powell. The pass to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the evening. That free throw good from Lillard.
And one thing that I I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for. He's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team, the exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Over to the wing. Here's Marjanovic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Lillard looking around. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Baseline J on the way. Porzingis with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Dallas no good that time either. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
McCollum showing some offensive persistence there. Awesome at going right at the defense. And then he finds himself at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Collins checked in for Portland. 1:50 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Up top, Powell. Pass to Richardson. The 3 for Doncic. Knocks down the 3 ball. And it's a tie ball game.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Pass to Powell. Doncic with the steal. Richardson left side. Down low. Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Nurkic with it. Back to McCollum. Powell with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. The 3 ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Cantor's checked in. Portland trailing here. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Cullen passes to Collins. Pass to Simons. Tanner, high post. Just 4 to shoot. Over Cauley Stein. The shot's good from Cantor.
Well, the mechanics didn't look too bad there. Cantor with the quick release and excellent follow-through.
Now Doncic. He gets that one. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
Now, all the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Before the game, we talked.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the floor for Portland, Collins is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's McCollum, and it's Simons in at the 1. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. Back to McCollum. Kanter against Richardson. Collins trying to break free. Kanter's shot is off. The Mavericks shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Cauley-Stein in the post. Anthony on him. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Cauley-Stein aggressive inside, putting the defense on their heels and in a tough spot, staying engaged.
Here's Kanter. Powell pulls it in. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Robert Covington's checked in for Zach Collins. Norman Powell comes in for Enes Kanter. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Lillard against Richardson. And there's the pass to Finney-Smith. Covington with the steal. To the paint, here's Anthony. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Anthony's got his first basket of the night.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Richardson against Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Covington picks one up.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
And Richardson drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Lillard against Richardson. Anthony right side. Kicks it out to Lillard. Covington passes to Powell. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Guy is a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. Richardson against Lillard. Back to Covington. And it's McCollum in the corner. Portland again missing. Mavericks leading by 5. Passes it to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Covington. And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Outside Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. It's deflected. Porzingis passes to Hardaway, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Hardaway. And the Mavericks with some changes. Melli is checked in for Marjanovic. Luka Doncic comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Cantor comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. To the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their... And...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
We've got Hardaway. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Trailblazers trail by 11. Moving it up. And it's Lillard missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Out to Doncic. On the wing, Doncic. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. A second left, and the layup is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Doncic against Lillard. Anthony left side. Baseline try. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dallas moving the ball around. And here's Porzingis for a 3.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Lillard dishes to Powell. It's stolen by Marjanovic. It's Hardaway with the drive.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 15. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Lillard against Doncic. And it's Lillard missing.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside Anthony. Here's Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got his third basket of the night.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Lillard against Doncic. Finney Smith passes to Marjanovic. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard finds Collins. Covington trying to break 3. And there's Collins on the assist by Lillard. Collins has got his first points of the night. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Takes the 3. They get it back. Here's Brunson. No good with the tip. Trailblazers trail by 15. And then Lillard slams it in.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Doncic outside. Top of the key, Porzingis. 52 seconds left in the third.
In general.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
McCollum finds Covington. The pass to Lillard. From deep. McCollum trying to get open, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops. And so he hits both. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Doncic outside. This one for 3. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And just when it looked like the third quarter was over, that happens. They pin 3 more onto the lead at the last possible second.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. They've got Powell, and it's Cantor is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Doncic, no good. Trailblazers trail by 18. Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Cantor. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doncic, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Simons. He kicks to Cantor. Nurkic trying to get open, goes back up, and scoring with the play inside is Cantor.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Cantor also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
On the wing, Doncic, covered by Lillard. Richardson finds Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis against Cantor. Belly. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Cantor. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Passes to Porzingis from deep. Rebounded by Covington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count it. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Outside Hardaway. It's tipped. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Hardaway against Covington. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Anthony nowhere around. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. That's to Marjanovic. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Trailblazers trail by 14. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lillard way outside, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Just got a little ahead of himself going for that rebound and gets whistled for the over-the-back.
Yeah, just might have to take it down a notch there. Don't like the result of the foul. I like the tenacity, just not the foul.
Marjanovic passes to Porzingis, and that one drops for him.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
To the inside, here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Melo undoubtedly still the leader of this team in terms of when they need to calm it down and they need some offense. He's the guy they're going to look to score it.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trey Burke's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for McCollum. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Marjanovic finds Kleba over Giles. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Anthony looking it over. Here's Kanter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. The pass to Jackson. At the elbow, Batum. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
George against Hardaway. 6 to shoot. George passes to Leonard. The turnaround, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Dallas. Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. He kicks to Leonard. Inside. Porzingis with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
Jackson against Doncic. Jackson passes to Batum. To stop the run. Jackson misses.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Batum against Kleber. Out to Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morris dishes to Batum. The shot by George wide open. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Rondo against Brunson. Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. Here's Mann. No good with the triple. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Kleber. The shot misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Doncic looking it over. There's the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Pass to Kleber. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Leonard. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kennard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Zubac. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Richardson kicks to Doncic. 6 feet out. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Leonard. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas up by 2. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's a physical game, obviously.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
I really thought that everything seemed to fall into place for them in that first quarter.
Sometimes you have a quarter where everything just goes according to plan. Superb start to this game for them.
We've got Jalen Brunson. He's out there with Josh Richardson. Doncic out there with Dwight Powell. And it's Melly in at the four-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to man. Here's Rondo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Richardson outside. Rondo against Brunson. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Powell, the pass to Melly. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. The Clippers trail. George looking around. Now the pass to Batum. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Kennard kicks to Jackson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Richardson against Kennard. Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Melly. Out to Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound Mavericks. Poke loose. Batum with the steal. Here's Jackson. It's good. This game is all even.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Out to Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity. And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Now, here's George. Tight defense on him. Pass to Kennard. 5 to shoot. Over Hardaway. No good off the front iron.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Cauley Stein finds Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Richardson against Jackson. In the corner, George with it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Greg, is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Marjanovic drops in the layup for 2. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the wing right side. Outside Batum. Outside Jackson. From the top of the key. The shot will not fall. And it's Dallas the other way. On the wing, Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Jackson passes to Mann. For the 3. Jackson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brunson with a clean look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Outside, George. To the paint, here's Morris. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And guys, thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Batum. And at the 5, down low. And it's Doncic missing. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. George has got his second basket of the night. Dallas leading by 3. Doncic outside. Left side, Porzingis trains it from 9 feet away. Porzingis has got 10 points.
Such assertiveness. This is why Porzingis is a go-to option on offense. Never afraid to take a big shot.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Hardaway has got his second basket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Jackson against Doncic. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Hardaway. It's rebounded by Doncic.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Kleber. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Here's Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Doncic, here we go. Porzingis finds Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Marjanovic. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris passes to Rondo. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Rondo against Doncic. Outside Rondo. Over Doncic. Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Back to Kennard. Pass to Leonard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Kennard.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Here's the pass to Richardson. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Batum scanning the floor. Passes it to Leonard. Outside for Rondo. At the top of the key, Batum. Here's Kennard. It's rebounded by Doncic.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Feeds it to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Pulls up from the corner. They get the rebound. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Rondo.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Here's Doncic. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
Yeah, and at this point.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Back right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Luka Doncic. Actually, Kleba is out there with Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Powell, the pass to Kleba. Richardson outside. Doncic outside. Batum with the steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks with some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Doncic against Leonard. Fires for 3. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Jackson dishes to Morris. No one covering. Morris has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Clippers.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Dallas calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Jalen Brunson. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
All right, thank you, David. And they pick up two. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket in this one. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. George against Hardaway. And George kicks to Morris. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And at 7-3, Porzingis could have been just another big, but he defies expectations. He's got such an impressive array of abilities.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
George against Hardaway. Down low, it's stolen by Marjanovic. A solo fast break ahead, stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's got the ball.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Leonard against Doncic. Inside, down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, I love to see that kickback pass.
Unselfish play. Could have easily laid that one up.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Doncic against George. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Dallas leading by 13. Kicks to Hardaway. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Clippers trail by 13. And here's Jackson. Morris outside. Fires the 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Dallas.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
They grabbed their own miss. The 3 from George. The Mavericks pull it in. Out to Doncic. Shoots the three. Morris with the rebound. Doncic with the steal. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony. Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Morris looking over the floor. To the inside. George against McCollum. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I just love the aggressive attitude of Batum, especially how hard he hits the ball.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Batum passes to Leonard. Count that one.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. Here's the three. That one misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson kicks to Morris. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Lillard. George against McCollum.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Sinks the triple.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
D has got to do a better job clogging up routes to the rim. Lillard is a terror when it comes to driving inside.
McCollum against George. Stolen by McCollum. A solo fast break for the finish, and the dunk by Powell.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. And Covington sends it back. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Nurkic against Batum. Nurkic dishes to Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland leading. And a wide-open look for McCollum. And too long on the shot.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, Dennis Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Rondo. Here's Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Nurkic. No points in the game yet for him. And it's in there.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Rondo against McCollum. Rondo scanning the floor. Passes it to Mann. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Outside Rondo. Here's Mann. He got it up. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Portland out in front, leading. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Damian Lillard...
When I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Rajon Rondo. Ivica Zubac is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Rondo against Lillard. Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 6. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Shot by Collins, no good. The Clippers trail. Kennard on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one is good from Zubac.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCullough. Morris finds George. Now Jackson. Covered by Lillard. Jackson misses. For Portland, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. Cantor's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Strong finish by Cantor. The contact doesn't seem to affect his mechanics at all.
Outside Jackson. Inside. Shoots from 12. Offensive rebound. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. A nice shot by Simons. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson with it. Left side, Batum. The 3 from George. Here's Morris. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Good. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
And the pass to Batum. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pulls up on the elbow. Stolen by Cantor. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Here's Simons. A steal, stolen by Cantor. Simons, the pass to Collins. Lillard outside. From downtown. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Batum.
More than comfortable catching and firing. You got to be aware of Batum. He has a ton of confidence in himself.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Lillard attacking. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how laughable.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Portland leading by 3. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Jackson passes to Batum. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Batum's got 8 points.
Oh, and when there's an open man, Jackson finds him, making it look very easy.
Jackson against Lillard. Pass to Covington. And that one is good. Covington's got his first bucket of the night.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Clock at 4. Leonard on the wing. Wide open look. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Batum's got 4 this quarter.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Lillard attacking. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Rondo against Lillard. Rondo passes to Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 3. Covington dishes to Lillard. And it's off from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Takes it off the glass. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
Well, a guy that simply brings toughness to the hardwood. Rondo, he is embodied by
Lillard against Rondo. And Lillard kicks to Powell. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Rondo. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 6. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Zubas. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Morris with the bucket. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching this? And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Norkic checked in for Cantor. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Batum's checked in. Passes to Simons. There's the dish to McCollum. Over Kennard. No good off the back of the rim. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Yes, that goes in.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Outside Rondo. It's Kennard. Top of the key. Offline from the top of the key. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the basket by McCollum.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display from McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
Outside Rondo. Out to the wing. Here's Mann. Offline with his three. Cullen passes to Simons. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might.
And we've reached the end of the third. Trailblazers lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Back to Anthony. Stolen by Jackson. George finds Jackson. Here's Mann. Outside for Jackson. Clock at 6. Batum wide open. He fires. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. McCollum outside. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Norkic in the post. Defended by Batum. Bucket is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Anthony against Jackson. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Puts one up from 19.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anfernee Simons. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Lillard scanning the floor. The pass to Covington. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappy. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
And here's McCollum for 3. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And George kicks to Jackson. Outside Leonard, tipped away. Pass to George. Back to Leonard, and they get it. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. To the middle, here's McCollum. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And now, here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from George.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Looking to get it going. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outside Jackson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And here's McCollum for 3. No good there. Excellent D there from George. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Pass to Morris. Powell with the steal. Covington with it. Leonard picks him up. Covington passes to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Now the Clippers with it. It's Jackson with the drive. That one goes in.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
McCollum against George. The 3. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Offside Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Cousins. Good.
Cousins relishing the opportunity to come through in the big moment in a big way for his team.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Portland winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
You